Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Zero number 8048S-Bk. This is a piece of kerf-in style weather stripping, is what it is. This, of course, is just a tiny little sample piece that I cut off from what is the standard packaging from Zero. This happens to be a 17-foot roll, 36 by 84. That's really just how they send it out. In a large roll on a piece of cardboard with a bunch of stretch wrap over it. That's how it's always been shipped. So here it is. Silicone material. That's the S in the part number. Okay, that's what it looks like. Small little sample piece. Very durable material being made of silicone. It is black, and that's the BK in the part number. So the 8048 is the profile. The S is silicone, the BK is black. Now, there is an image below this video showing the dimensional properties of the item. They don't really give everything, but at least not everything in my opinion necessary to really know. But let's take a look at it. So what they're giving you first is a kerf width of 0.125, eighth of an inch. That's absolutely standard, and there's certainly nothing to question about that. When I put the caliper on this material, it comes out at about 0.135. So it's going to pressure fit into your eighth of an inch kerf really well. Now the depth of your kerf, they're calling it out at 1/4 inch. And let's just put the caliper on the item to see where that comes in. Yeah, absolutely. 1/4 inch is going to work really well for that because the material itself comes in just under that, 0.24, just under that, okay? Kerf depth, not super critical naturally, as is the eighth of an inch width. You don't want to have any variance in that. 3/8 of an inch is the width of the base, and let's test that. Indeed, 0.375, yeah, absolutely. 0.375, the width of the flat base. Now the question is, how far will it compress, and what sort of gap do you want between the stop face and the face of the door when the door is in the closed position? And, and quite simply there, I can compress that down rather significantly. So, I probably wouldn't make any special accommodation for this material, but frankly, I'd be quite prone to increase my gap by a 1/16. So if the gap between the face of the door and the face of the jamb now is, somewhere in the, 3/32 range, I might want to pad that, because this material is not only going to be what can be compressed, but it's also the shoulder portion that's going to rest against the face. So that's surface mounted. So an uncompressed dimension of all of this is going to be closer to 0.327, so basically 5/16. So I'm absolutely going to want to pad that a little bit. A 1/16, something in that range, is what I would personally do. You could probably get away with 3/32 of an inch as well, a little bit greater than 1/16 of an inch. Now, I showed you earlier how it's available in a roll. The bottom line is it's available on the site in several different common lengths. So if you searched for 8048S-Bk, what you'll come up with is lots of different items. They're all the same item. They'll only change by the length of the piece or the length of the set. You can find lengths that you want and simply order those, or you could find the set that you need and simply order it. This client literally ordered a 3070 set, which of course translates to 36 by 84, so a 3070 set, 7 plus 3 plus 7 is 17 feet, is what you would get. Now, let's say you have a need for 100 feet. You're going to do several doors, and frankly, it might work out better for you to order it just in a 100-foot roll. That's easy. There's a 12-inch length. Simply order 100 of those and type in the comment field, ship this as a continuous roll of 100 feet. Or any way you want, 25-foot pieces. It doesn't matter. The material is sold per foot, so order it in the next longest foot, and that's the way that you would achieve the proper way to purchase that, really. Now, below the video on the page is a link to the product brochure that I'd like to call to your attention. On that page are all of the other common kerf-in style weather strip. And from that page, the 8048 is certainly a fairly common version, but I'll tell you the one that we sell the most of is the 8054 is very common. The 8056 naturally is very common as well. The 8043 is fairly common. The 8841 fairly common, with everything else being, other sorts of popularity. But regardless of popularity, if something suits your condition, by all means, that's what you'll use. When you study, I think, the profile of the Zero material, I think what you're really seeing is a specific attempt at them to create surface area between the gasket and the face of the door, or to create it like in the sense of the 8841, a trap, a catch when those two pieces fold into each other when the door closes. Very effective way to not only capture or retard the transmission of sound, but capture particulate as well. Very common, like in a condo building. Let's say you live on a condo building, the whatever floor, and you've got the elevator chase, and when those elevators run and you've got a window open and you open up your apartment door, look out. So there's airflow all the time. That 8052 with that hollow space in the middle, that's obviously to help with the retardation of sound, as are the other hollow 8054 items as well. It's all very excellent material from Zero. Now the N means neoprene. It's a synthetic rubber versus silicone. The BK means black. The WH means white. So if you see something there that's WH, that means that it will be permissible to order it in white, not only black. Okay. Now, finally, the name Zero is synonymous with weather stripping. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Zero products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the product catalog. Now, Zero is a name that, while is synonymous with weather stripping, may not be well known to you, even if you're an installer or you work within the construction industry. They're somewhat of a specialty manufacturer in the sense that they get into acoustically rated material. If you need gasketing for acoustically rated or sound transmission control applications, Zero is the leader, period. It's a no contest. They'll get into the associated hardware that goes with it, like a cam lift hinge, where it will take the door and lift it up and out of the way. They're also, in my opinion, synonymous with very high quality material, so they're not getting into the economy grade sort of weather stripping whatsoever. So don't look to them for that. But if you're looking for something where you're going to enjoy an incredible amount of engineering that's gone into it, thinking about the best way to weather strip a door, looking for thick extrusions, things of that nature, door bottoms, excellent quality, Zero is a great resource for that. If you have more than an occasional need for specialty weather stripping, at least familiarize yourself with that catalog, perhaps even bookmark the page. Any questions on this or any other Zero product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.